In this lesson, I'm going to show you where to find the most valuable information to guide your investment decisions. In the next couple minutes, I'll show you a variety of websites where I personally find the stuff that I use to find fundamental information on stocks and other investments. So the first one here, you can see Investopedia.com. This is kind of like Wikipedia for investments. And if I click on the education tab, it has a large investment dictionary. And say I want to search EPS, and I come across that term and I'm like, what does EPS mean? I can look it up in the dictionary and see, oh, it means earnings per share. Through the dictionary and the definitions, you can see the calculation of it. Everything that you would need to know about earnings per share is here. They also have fun 1-minute videos that you can look at that defines it too. The other resource that I want to show you is Yahoo Finance, and this is a really good one. It allows you to pull up financial information on specific stocks and ETFs. So if we look at Target Corporation, we can pull up their financials. You pull up this financials tab and you can see that the total revenue of Target has increased for the past 4 years. And then you can look down and you can see the net income. It also has helpful graphs right over here. And all this information is free of charge. And then the other thing you can look at is the balance sheet. Balance sheets measure assets, liabilities, and equity. And so I can see, oh yeah, Target has always been financially healthy because they've always had more assets than liabilities. And then the other resource that I wanted to show you is Fidelity.com. And really any platform that you choose to open an account with will have professional level tools for you to access. Fidelity is a great example of this. They have this visual of the day range and the 52-week range right here, which is nice because it tells you the lowest price that the investment has been in the past year and also the highest price, and then shows you where the price is currently at in relation to those two prices. The one thing I don't really like about Fidelity is their graphs aren't that good looking. It's not really a clear looking graph, but there are some great tools in here. Here's their earnings per share, what the consensus prediction was that they would earn per share, and then it lists what they actually earn per share here. Here's the company profile. This is always a good thing to look at. You can click the show more and read specifically about what Bank of America does. This top competitors chart is nice too because it takes the most key metrics that you look for and compares them between Citigroup, JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, US Bank Corp. So that's really nice. And then the other one that I like a lot is the fundamental analysis. And so this takes fundamental financial data and gives it a rank compared to its competitors. And so the valuation, you can see Bank of America right now, they evaluate it as slightly undervalued. And then if you look at the bottom, the financial health matrix is at 98%, which means it's a very financially healthy company when you look at their debt and interest obligations compared to their income. It's very healthy. This is also nice to look at is the top ETF's exposure to. So an ETF is a fund that has chosen to have Bank of America as a main holding of it. All of these funds here have chosen to have Bank of America as significant holdings in their funds, which tells me something important. It tells me that professional level investors are making Bank of America a significant part of their strategy. So that just gives me a little bit more peace while I'm investing in them. If you go up to the top, you have the basic numbers right here. Annual dividend yield, 72 cents per year per share. You know, that's not a lot, but If you talk about having 2,000 shares, then that's a different conversation. This is what Fidelity's tool looks like, but I would encourage you take advantage of the tool that you have. And if you don't have an account, Fidelity or Robinhood are great places to open up an account. Here's Robinhood. I just want to briefly show you what the Robinhood app looks like and what information you can find here. It's more made for beginners. These graphs are actually absolutely gorgeous looking. Like, this graph is amazing. I like how the lines are just closed in. Here is just the basic bare bones information, the dividend yield, the total volume. Here's some analyst ratings. Here's what the earnings predictions have came out to be, and some news. And it's very bare bones, but what they've done is they've taken and condensed information and made it really easy to read for a beginner level. And sometimes when I just want to stare at a beautiful graph, I'll go on Robinhood and look it up. I'd encourage you, take advantage, especially of Investopedia, the first one that I told you about. Take advantage of this. When you see a term that you don't understand, look it up in Investopedia. And then before making an investment, it's always great to just check this financial information on the company before investing in them. In the next lesson, I'm going to talk about stocks versus ETFs and compare both of those investments. This lesson, I'm going